And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 40 now on second down. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. McCaffrey. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Yeah, wait. 53.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On first and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. 20. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Cousins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere.
Now Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. You better bring it. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Cousins. It's complete. Stills. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check, with the north.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
36.
Lucky 50.
Mike is 59.
On play action, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You can't stop me.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All day.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Check. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Third and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, it's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Man, I got you.
Now Newton. He'll run it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This is McCaffrey. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Number 6. 188. Here we go, D. Gun. All day. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 52. Man, let's get some penetration.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
To throw is Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Slam. Two.
Here's Cousins. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Black.
Mike 5'9".
Throwing is Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Cousins. He'll set up the screen to Drake. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now a short one to Gesicki, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Cousins now to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he hits Drake. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Target. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Coming to you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Dolphins. 45 yards.
First down. First and 10.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check now. Hey, can. Watch the safety creep.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Shit.
Now a handoff for Drake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The Panthers' 21-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Switch. Tighten up. Hey, can.
Cousins now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check back. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Here's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Newton got his target, Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
8.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, Drake. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
They'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Cousins. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Cousins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. Wide. Get wide.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Watch the twist.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 54 is Mike. 54.
Yo. Hey, Orbit.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. 54. Trick pass. Trick pass.
Cousins to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Hey, receiver.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's out of time. It's out of time, guys. It's out of time.
Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
57's the Mike.
Let's go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Panthers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.